wanted to start it off because we had, I know a lot of people when they watch it, I'd imagine the most frustrating thing with the podcast is is not being able to like say something is like us just talking.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And then you got to just sit quiet, That's got to be tough.
Yeah.
But I mean, you should start your own podcast. That's what that person should. Just a podcast. It would be just a rebuttal podcast to every podcast they listen. That would be a pretty good idea for a podcast.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, just be like you just said, guy. And we're going to start it. If it's just me, I make sure the rebuttals are what I want them to be. It's like a dictatorship. Like I'll just run it. I run all the media. But someone should. They do a podcast. Say they listen to every podcast. Like here's my thoughts on all their. It's like commenting on podcasts.
I mean, that would take up that guy's whole life, probably, right?
Yeah, but podcast. But if he does good, it'd be his job.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you should start your own podcast.
Hello, folks.
Hello.
I'm Jenny Weiss. This is Matt Organ and Chad Anders. And we are Folkland, the podcast about the podcast. Podcast by the folks, for the folks. Any other taglines you guys got?
Everything you want but didn't know you needed.
And nothing you needed, but now you want it.
Yeah, all of that. All of that's good.
That's why we're sponsored by Subway.
Sponsored by Subway and Chad's Church.
I loved the very sharp drinking sound in my ears through your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can edit all this out.
Or not.
I think we should keep
Or
it.
not.
It's like nose
I
whistling.
think the folks want to know, That is definitely Matt's job.
Yeah. I had a bit of a nose whistle yesterday, I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't check my text during this.
Yeah.
I'm back.
focus.
And we're back.
Come on
We're
now.
back. We're back. So what are we going to do? We're going to tell the story of how this all came to be.
Let's do it.
In episode 4,
Well, I believe it.
Nate called us out.
And ever since then, we've been plotting.
It's It
Yeah.
took about 80 episodes. to get
82
here,
weeks
but,
later, here we are.
It was episode 4, Doppelgangers. Chad realized he's a doppelganger to Aaron. I think I mispronounced doppelganger just then.
Yeah. Matt was a
We,
doppelganger to Brian.
Because of the hair loss thing going on.
Then you got Jen Nate Wise over here.
Uncanny resemblance. It is shocking.
Genji.
What?
Jen Nate Wise Genji. I don't know.
I thought you said dingy.
Like Samwise Genji.
Just because she works,
yeah.
she works at Salvation Army doesn't mean she's dingy, okay?
No,
Let's
she's
put
a
that
princess.
info out there so that people
Oh,
know where I work now. All right.
We got to edit all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She works on
I'm a princess.
South Street Road on very generic.
Man, we butchered this beginning.
close.
This is pretty bad.
I love it.
Well, I think it's time people know who we truly are.
Yeah.
Anyway, the real story of how we got started was in the height of scandal
The height of
regarding
scandal.
regional differences. I don't think we even need to elaborate. I think everybody knows the scandal that I am referencing. And so we took up the call like responsible citizens. We realized that people, once a week isn't really enough to talk about Nateland, to dissect things, to create meaning behind things that have absolutely no meaning.
Just want more content.
Yeah. That's a bland way to put it.
Accurate and succinct and not rambling. Yeah, I agree.
Shots fired. So anyway, we're obviously talking about the cow thing that sparked all
I
this.
resemble that
so.
remark.
You didn't have to say it. Now it's real.
So,
Now it's real.
It's real. It's real, all right. I think it was when I became president that really I identified the need for
Here we go.
this podcast.
The origin story is, man, it's probably been about 2 months ago now.
Feels like it.
Jenna and Matt.
2 months.
It's been a minute.
Did you just call me Jenna?
I don't know what your name is anymore.
Yeah. It changes every
So
time.
Jen
Yes,
and
sir.
Matt started a little Nateland sibling rivalry that I think all of us recognized on the Facebook
Really?
page.
Jen attacked me. I'm the
We're not getting
victim
into
here.
this. This is not part of the description of why we
That's
are
what
here
all
now.
Sure.
That's what all the perpetrators
When it
say.
benefits
Anyway.
you, let's not describe.
There was
Anyway,
a post
yeah, go ahead.
identifying Jen getting a comment read, and they were just glad that it wasn't Matt that got a comment read.
No. It wasn't even me.
You posted, right?
It was another folk, that got her comment read, and I was like, "Congratulations! Just glad it's not Matt Morgan." And I stand by that statement.
And I just pointed out
this
how
day.
much I enjoy this rivalry that's been created within Nateland of Jen versus Matt, and then that led to someone calling me the Aaron of the group, which I at first resented, but now I fully embrace.
You gasped,
because
and then you were like, "That's fair."
Yeah, that's fair. I actually say that.
He
I say
went,
that way too often in real life.
Mama,
Yeah, Mama.
Mama, get in here! They're calling me Aaron. Mama.
So that just led to us joking about starting a podcast, and then I actually created a group message and was like, "Hey, let's do it." And both of them were like, "Yeah."
I believe Chad actually said, "Hey guys, are we doing this? Is this for real? Are we really doing this?"
Pretty sure.
And so we were kind of like, okay.
I had to go back and read
Sure.
comments. I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like, "Doing what?" Exactly.
That's
Like,
fair.
Chad, let me go check this out.
We're also sponsored by San Pellegrino,
No, we're not.
Mementi.
They don't sell it at Subway.
I'm gonna need you to put a jingle on that, Chad, in post production.
So Jen and Matt bring the personality. I'm a little more, I guess I'll figure out the tech side, and then
Jen and Matt, huh?
well,
Jen and Matt.
We're in for
Okay.
to be rough if it's up to us.
Hopefully you're not relying on that one too much.
Yeah. Ooh, good night.
Anywho, so this
So,
has
yeah.
been so exciting. So
So we're starting the podcast. The plan of attack is we're gonna watch the newest episode and break it down for you.
yeah, we do plan on going back in time in the vault,
Yeah.
pulling out the classics.
our faves.
It's always good to do that when you're, bored and driving on a road trip.
Mhm.
So we're gonna what are we gonna do? Read some comments
Yeah.
that never got featured.
Yeah.
Pick out the good ones.
The best of the worst.
And
Best of the
and the worst
worst.
of the best.
And the worst of the best. Yeah.
I really want to find some stupid ones. Some really stupid ones. That's what I want.
Well,
So
I am
anything that Matt's ever commented, pretty much.
I was gonna say I am a quantity guy, not a quality guy. So the ones that Brian
Matt,
does pick out are probably one of like 10.
If you could go ahead and forward me every email you've ever sent Brian, that'd be great. Appreciate it.
You'd be
What if I-
overwhelmed with how.
What
good
if
my
I start
content is.
what if I start like sending in my comments that never made it under different names? like
Yeah.
like Jacob Fleiss said,
Only
that's a
you
good-
would have the free
that's
time
a
to
thought
do
for
that.
the folks.
The rest of us have real
Yes.
jobs.
Clearly.
Well,
Clearly.
I don't know about Matt.
It is 3:57 Eastern Standard Time. and we're all doing this. Clearly, we have real jobs.
Yeah.
But also, if my boss sees this, I am working.
It's
So
not really 3:57. It's actually 8 p.m. So for Jen's boss,
I can't tell time. I can't.
the
You are the
little
name of this
hand
podcast.
points to the hour. The big hand points to the minute.
Anyway, we're not going to waste time talking about how to
That's
tell
good.
time on a standard clock.
So we're gonna read comments. We're going to. What are we gonna do? Find some little hidden things.
We'll find some flaws.
about,
We'll find some
you know-
flaws in there, some facts that are incorrect.
Easter
It's
eggs.
not like we're really going to be searching for flaws. Let's be honest. We've all
Oh,
seen
I'm
the
searching.
podcast, and that's what we like the most, I think. But if there's a big inaccuracy that's blaring that they didn't address the next week, maybe we can do our own Wikipedia research.
I'll leave that up to you, Matt.
I was hoping Chad would do that.
We're pretty much here to rebuke the guys on anything that they may have just blatantly got incorrect. So
We actually have a episode on regional differences that can't air.
Oh, it was.
It's never
It's
gonna
just
air.
way too.
you will never see it.
And it's not even that it's
It-
controversial or anything. It was just
It was just awful.
practice. It's just practice. We're talking about practice.
It was me at 11 o'clock at night going,
Oh my gosh, rambling about.
Yeah, actually,
Jennifer's
Matt and I
sex.
weren't even there. It was just Jen. Just a video of Jen just falling asleep.
I do have a just falling asleep. I do have an idea for a show that I've always wanted to do. That's called Just Jen, and it's me interviewing myself, but I'm dressed up as the celebrity. So it's like me on on one screen, and then me dressed up as I don't know. The ones that I'm gonna say, I would get canceled over. So
I think they have a disorder for
that. Don't you think that'd be funny? I think it'd
It's like
be
a
funny.
medical
I
issue.
mean, I
Kinda
think
like
you should do
between
it.
two friends.
I completely think you should. Do
I'm gonna.
This. Are we gonna know what
I'm gonna.
celebrity you're dressed like, or are we just gonna have to guess?
Yeah. Oh, that's the gimmick.
Like I think
You
if
have to
you
guess
wear
who
a
it
meat
is
dress,
based
we're
on the
gonna know who
interview.
you are. But
That's what you think.
I don't think we can spend much time on this, guys. I think we need to finish up the.
I think this is
wait,
gold.
are you dressed like a celebrity now?
I am.
Angela from The Office.
Kenny Schmidt. Kimmy Schmidt. What's her name?
I can't decide which
unstoppable
finger
Kimmy
to
Schmidt.
give you. This one or
Just give
a
me
different
just
one.
point.
Anywho, so yeah, we'll find stuff to talk about. We'll make it
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be
It should be fun.
It's gonna be
something.
good. Oh, we want to have folks on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
some
we wanna
guest
have
folks.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guest folks.
So
Like,
there's an application process. It's about 8 pages. You have to prove your worthiness. I mean, I don't
We
know how else
gotta
to say it.
weed them out, make sure they're serious.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting with some folks.
yeah. If we can get some Turtler on here, and
Turler, where you at?
he left a long time ago. He was pretty
I
honest.
do wonder.
Like
do.
every day, I wonder about that guy.
I know. Well, not every
I don't-
day. That's
every
a bit
day.
excessive.
I mean,
That's a bit much.
more often than I
gotta
should.
get a life.
More often than I should. Let's put it that way.
I do wonder what he does. What's he look like? You know?
That's like honestly the biggest question, I think.
I think on that episode, Aaron says I think his name's probably Taylor. He just his YouTube
Tyler.
name or Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a Tyler.
Turler.
So I mean,
Turler.
And then-
Tyler.
you know what?
Who was the
Tylers
other
look
one?
Like? I mean,
Sour
Sour
Segor.
Segor.
Yeah.
Sour Segorbe. Segore.
Your boy Soar.
yeah.
Sore.
Or a girl.
Sore
Did
Segor.
we
Or-
ever
yeah.
find out?
Or your girl. I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Anywho, we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. It's gonna be great.
it is. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be something.
What else do the folks need to know for the folks at home? Tell us what you want to tell us,
Yeah.
what you like, what you don't like. You can comment on this. We're going to be doing it on YouTube, right?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll share it. To
I
the Facebook
uploaded
group.
our first one on YouTube.
Please
don't
delete
make
it.
that
Yeah.
public.
Just delete it.
Make
Oh,
it-
it's public. If you can find me,
Oh, no.
you're gonna watch it.
Well, you gave
Why-
them your
why
first
would you
and
do
last
that?
name, so I think they're going to find you
Yeah.
pretty easy.
I didn't actually. Gave him my code name.
Kids Next Door. It
I watched that when I was a kid, actually.
was a good one. Matt, this is way after
How-
your time,
how old are
man.
you?
Yeah.
Matt was a Tom
Chad,
and
how old are
Jerry and
Yeah.
27.
I mean, we didn't have
Oh my
cable
gosh.
until I was a senior
So
in high
young.
school, so
Yeah.
I missed
Oh
out
my
on a
gosh.
lot of Nickelodeon.
The Brady
did
Bunch
you
was
grow
still
up?
on.
I just grew up with the, parents that didn't want to pay money for that. So
Did you watch the Andy Griffith Show,
Oh.
like
Another
live?
come on,
Live.
good night.
Hey, speaking of shows, do you know today is the anniversary of
Friends.
it's not gonna load. Nateland posted what's that show? MASH.
Oh yeah. I saw that. That's kind of cool.
I was
the
like-
season of the series finale
Dude. Yeah.
that Aaron is so impressed with.
I'm so excited that was on my birthday, guys. That's
Yeah, it's something.
makes it a novel day.
Yeah.
Makes it cool. Well,
So yeah, I think we
that's
did
15 minutes. Look at
I
that.
think
We
it's
did it.
something.
We made it. We could talk for 15 minutes, and that's more than
I'm
some
gonna have to
people
edit like most
can
of this
say.
out. So I mean,
it.
I don't think you
just
should.
leave it.
I think you should just leave
just
it.
send it full send. Okay.
Full
just
send,
leave it.
Yeah.
Hey, folks,
Or half send.
you're getting the brunt of. It's going to be honestly a lot more organized than this each week. This is just kind of letting you get to know us a little bit, personality wise. Matt disagrees; he doesn't think it's going to be organized at all. But
I mean,
I'm definitely
see.
gonna whip these guys into shape.
Well,
we will
That's
have
for
an
sure.
agenda
that's for
each
sure,
week
Tribe.
to follow. So
Nice.
our agenda.
Duh.
I think we'll catch
A
our stride.
gin. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh man, why did I sign
Um,
up for this?
Look, Matt is not even gonna be here in the long run, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's only like a
old
few more
age.
years. Yeah.
I was thinking days, but all right. So
Coming up next, Third Eye Blind.
that was bad.
I like
That was
it.
bad.
All right, so we'll post this in the Facebook group too. Are we wanting people to vote on anything in there, or we just
Vote on who is the best.
Put it in the-
Who is your favorite?
are we gonna put it in the
I
on
roll,
the
bro.
comment in the post whenever we put it, or do we?
No, I think we'll just post it, huh?
Well, I mean, the thing is too is we'll do the most recent episode each week. But if there's a high demand for like an old episode that y'all want to hear us discuss and debate,
Calendars.
Calendars. Yes, I love it.
that
on
wasn't their
board with
worst
that.
one, honestly.
No, it's one of the
No, it
best.
was the best.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Honestly, and
Right. Yeah.
a lot of people say animals, and I was like, I mean, for a while, this has been a discussion. And I was like, man, animals, I guess, I don't know.
Man, I
But
thoroughly
after listening
enjoyed.
to animals, so good.
See, Matt's re-listened to all the episodes multiple times. Jen and I, again, have lives, so Matt is the expert on. I mean, all of us, I guess, would be semi-experts, but.
I don't know if I'm putting myself.
Dude,
as
I was a
expert.
big fan of the
Just
Bigfoot
fan.
episode though, man. Like
Bigfoot
the
is so good.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
the guests they had on, man.
Yeah,
I really love the royal family, the Renaissance.
guy that used to work with my sister.
Yeah.
It's like it's so.
That's really
He was
So
like, "Hey,
Nateland.
what does it
highbrow.
what does it take to be an expert? You just have to go to the conventions. Like you don't really have to know anything."
So great.
We got to figure out how to make my little thing in the middle. That's thing.
What thing
You're in the middle on mine. Like
in the
you're
middle
like
of mine.
bigger.
I'm not on mine.
Well, sorry.
Well, that's all right. I know it's your fault, but you
Working
can
through some technical
maybe
difficulties.
work on it.
All right.
Yeah, I got to get a microphone. We got to get some better cameras. We got to do all
Speak
that.
for
Camera's
yourself.
okay. I think you need better Wi-Fi.
I think you need a better
I know, but
everything.
you know, I agree, 100%.
So it's a continuous work in progress. Y'all stay tuned. It will get better each week. This is just like the beginning of the Nateland podcast. You know,
Yeah.
it was a rough start.
First
But-
season of The Office. You get past
Yeah.
that,
I looked at
you'll be all right.
the doppelgangers episode. They were reading comments off the TV in the room,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, wow, it's like funny to look back and see the things they used to do that
That's
are
right.
so different now, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll have some of those.
Yeah.
Maybe Matt will be one of those. Who knows?
You gonna read my comment off your television?
No,
No,
we're
I
just
was
going to
saying
replace
maybe
you.
you'd be one of those things we change.
Yes. I like it.
All right, folks.
All right.
Let's go, folks.
Let's go, folks.